Welcome back, Rat Pack.
Woo! Oh, we're woo girls this morning.
We got some bean in us now.
We have had plenty of coffee. Welcome back. It's Bad Advice Only, as always, with your hosts, Nora, Tara, and Allie. And today, we're going to be talking about why you should be a fucking slut.
Yeah, sluts.
Slut? If you're not a slut, are you even alive?
Yeah.
This is the time where we make the mistakes so you don't have to. But here's the thing. We want you to now.
We are begging you, if you haven't slutted it up enough in your life, listen to this episode
And then
let us
spread.
know.
I actually don't
Spread
think
it.
anything that we've done is a mistake when it comes to our sluthood.
You're
Same.
so right.
I make zero mistakes.
I think they're experiences. Okay.
So who's a slut in here?
All three of us are proud sluts, so much so that we really don't even use the word slut. I don't even think of the word slut as a thing.
Well, I just don't think of it as derogatory.
It's just nothing to me. It's just you are what you are, and it's like having sex is just having great experiences.
Yeah. Or sometimes bad
Or
experiences.
bad ones that are funny.
I also think it's just like also known as dating, right? Like why label it?
Slut equals dating.
Dating in 2025, you gotta be a slut.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Not have sex for fucking 6 months and then marry him?
Right. You want me to
Ew.
go on 60 first dates a year because every man can't hold a conversation and then what, not get a nut in? Sorry. No, not happening.
Absolutely not. So I think my first point of why everyone, and I'm not saying every girl, everyone should be a slut is that it is literally just more fun. It is so much fun to go on dates, meet lots of people, fuck around, and learn new things as you're having sex with all these guys. Like, I didn't know I could come from oral until I was like 25.
That's
so
crazy.
sad.
I would have, if I had stayed with my first boyfriend, I would have never once come from oral or known it was possible.
You can't with your first. You
Right.
can't figure it out.
I also feel like we talk a lot about this in various episodes, but again, like the restrictive piece, like I feel like not being in a relationship or being tied down to something is kind of nice and exploring your slutdom because then you can do whatever you want.
Slutdom.
Slutdom.
You can go
I
on
like
fun
that.
trips. You can go on fun excursions. You can go to nice restaurants pre-coitus. Like you can do all of the things.
Yeah, even without the sex part, it's just a lot more experiences you wouldn't do if you're tied down in a relationship or like a virgin for whatever reason.
When I first moved to New York, I had never been on any of the dating apps. And so I downloaded Hinge, I think, and the world just opened for me.
Bitch had a field day.
Yeah, y'all remember I had dates lined up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Oh, I
Friday.
remember.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite would be like Tara would be like, remember this one guy I went out with? And I'm like, literally no.
No, absolutely
I
not.
don't.
Could
Because
never.
the truth is, as much as you like can fulfill your life with your girly friends, and I do believe that, at the same time, we all are kind of similar and we're all going to choose the same outings and activities. Like, it doesn't open up in the same way as when you bring a freaking Neanderthal man into the mix.
So true. They're less fun, to be honest. But, you know.
I was going to say, I want to talk about our experiences piece of this and the fun piece because, Nora, obviously what comes to mind, and I want to dive deep into this, is when you first started getting crazy on the apps and going on different dates, you'd like meet a guy and then go on a fun trip.
Yeah.
Go off.
Yeah. You can go, hey, you can go on trips with these guys. And honestly, going on a trip, a vacation with like a somewhat random man is a lot more fun than going on a vacation with your boyfriend. I am not
I get
joking.
that. I can understand
Because you
that.
more to
don't
talk
know
about.
them yet. Yeah, it's all uphill. It's all good. Like, you don't even know them. So you're just, like, learning about them. You're trying new things.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, has any bugaboos we already know about and, like, can't do this, can't do that, can't eat this, can't eat that.
Yeah.
Like, everything's just so much more fun and exciting. And you don't know each other well enough to, like, have a real fight or, like, a real awkward moment.
That's fair. It makes me think Nora's such a little shit stirrer. I remember when Nora went on one of these trips with a man, she sent a picture to our family group chat and was like, in the DR.
That's
Just
the one trip I was
a
thinking
picture
of.
of her and this hairy man.
Yeah,
and
abs.
no, didn't say anything else. Everyone asked who it was. No response. Nothing.
You get to be mysterious. But what I will say, and like more proof that like this is the right move, is that this guy I went to the DR or something with, I don't even remember, we had only been on like 3 dates. We go on this trip. amazing. So much fun. We try all these restaurants. We do tours. Like, literally one of the best trips of my life. That guy sucked. Ultimately, I hated him. After we dated for like maybe another month, we saw each other after that. I learned more about him, and I was like, ew, this guy's horrible. But he didn't reveal it because we were so new.
Also, going back, okay, yes. So you make a really good point to going on these trips or just doing stuff with someone you don't know as well. You're more likely to say yes.
Yeah.
You're more likely to say yes.
You're more likely to get laid.
Yeah, you're more open-minded because you're like,
why not?
Why not?
Try something new.
Slut hack, though. Please, sluts, if you're listening out there, if you go on any of these trips, get a girlfriend or a guy friend and share your location with them so you don't get murdered.
Be safe, rats, but be a slut.
But go on the best trips of your life. Didn't you also go do a cabin trip? I'm thinking of another guy that you dated, took you upstate.
Same thing. We probably went on like 6 dates, and then we went on an upstate cabin trip, and it was also so fun. We went hiking. We like made dinners. The one thing, we did have a fight on that trip, which is funny because we were way too new for a fight, but he pissed me the fuck off.
What did he do?
So we went to the grocery store and we started like thinking about what we're going to eat that weekend. And I'm picking out like frozen pizzas and stuff.
Easy.
At the time, I didn't know how to cook and I didn't cook. And he was like, oh, don't you want to like cook meals together? And I was like, oh, do you cook? And he was like, no. And I'm like, so what do you want? Like, do you want to learn to cook real quick? Like, what do you want to do? And he was like, oh, I just imagined like you would be cooking all weekend.
That's not cooking together.
And I'm like, wait, that's not cooking together. One, like it does sound cute to cook together, but if neither of us cook, what are we doing? And I like got really upset with him. But otherwise, it was a really fun trip.
That's hilarious.
And again, post that trip, after we date a few more dates, I was like, oh, I actually don't like him. But the trip was so fun and nice.
Yeah. This is not trip related, but it makes me think of like being a slut and just, going back to guys' apartments. Like the amount of real estate in the city we've been able to see collectively. Like that's honestly one of my favorite parts is like just going to different buildings and being like, that place is a dump. That place is so nice.
Same.
Like that place is horrible.
You have one best point of the episode.
Thank you so much.
That is so
I have seen
true.
The coolest New York real estate by being a little slut. There's this guy. He actually just texted me last night. I did not answer.
Drama.
He has, and I'm not joking, it must be at least $7 million. He has and he owns it, 2-story, 4-bedroom apartment in the Lower East Side with an outdoor patio space.
Oh my God.
That's disgusting.
It is gorgeous with a custom painted mural in his patio. It is the most gorgeous apartment. That's probably my number one apartment I've ever seen. It is beautiful.
Is he looking for a live-in maid or like a dog? Like I could be a dog.
Is he looking for a dog? Yeah, I should hit him back.
You really should.
Loved
That's a
it.
great apartment.
And a very nice guy.
Yeah. Well, that's like one of the apartments that's the nicest that I've ever been to was one of the Bumble matches I went on. That was like, you want to just come over tonight? And I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
Could
and
use
I did.
a net.
Yeah. And now I'm like obsessed with that apartment.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, maybe I'll move into that
Guys,
building.
thinking about all this real estate, as you all know, if you're a loyal listener, I typically date poorsies. So I saw a lot of shithole
But it's
units.
also fun to see shitholes.
It gives you a little
Status upgrade.
perspective.
You're like,
and
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it definitely what's the word? My ego.
Yeah,
ego boost.
Inflates your
Yeah, it
ego.
definitely inflated my ego. But then also like it gave me some ideas of how to, rat it up a little bit more.
I don't mind going to a shithole either. I think I like learn a little bit or I'm
and
like,
everyone
ew.
likes to slum it a little bit.
I mind. I'm thinking about that one guy that didn't have the hand soap that had like trash bags all over
fair.
his apartment and stains.
That's an issue.
Well, the drug
Disgusting.
dealer I went out with, he had a shithole apartment, obviously. And I remember great sex, by the way, listener. So, like, thank God I fucked my drug dealer. Thank God. But he was obviously super broke, and he had like 3 roommates. And in his bedroom, like, you could barely fit the mattress in it. And he used books to hold up the mattress so it wasn't, on the floor.
It's literally better to be on the floor.
No,
than that.
100%.
I mean, I was like, oh, wow, he reads. Yay.
Tara also dated this guy who lived in like Brooklyn with like 5 roommates, and he was 40 years old and didn't have insurance.
Guys, I never told you. Yeah, health insurance.
What?
Guys, I never told you about. He always slept at our place.
You didn't have health insurance.
No, I have to pause this episode and say we have to set standards for ourselves that we must date men with insurance at a bare minimum.
I was in my 20s,
And this was during Obamacare, too, I think.
Insurance will do.
Well, he was a big Bernie fan. He was hoping for that universal health insurance.
Fucking dead.
Huge burner. Anyways, guys, I never told y'all about this. So I think I've only slept over at his place like once or twice because, he has 5 roommates.
Scared.
I went into the bathroom in the morning and I see on the wall a piece of paper and it's a chore chart of who's responsible for cleaning the bathroom what days of the week. And I was
What
like,
the fuck?
oh my God, I'm in like communal living with
Oh, my.
a 40. He's got to be like 45
That's
at this point.
disgusting.
And he probably still lives there.
Was your name on the wall?
Yeah, did you have chores? What were your chores?
Honestly, they probably have like a 6th roommate that's just like any host that sleepover
No,
needs
for real.
to
It's
contribute.
like, how long is your stay on the
Bring your own
commune?
toilet paper because we charge by the ply.
Maybe that's like their whole plot. They see how long they can get a girl to stay over. They add her the chore list.
Back to great reasons to be a slut, because that's kind of a not reason to be a slut.
Why? I just gave a great story for our loyal listeners.
My point, you have more to talk about. Have
Sure
you ever
do.
tried to talk to a girl who has had sex with
Oh
one
my
person?
god! What about girls that don't even use vibrators? I mean, Jesus
They're
Christ!
so boring. They don't know anything. They're literally like little baby deer.
Yeah, it's like
they
going to kindergarten and talking to kindergartners.
I hate talking to like virginal girls.
And I want to clarify, it's not just virginal girls, it's virginal girls that aren't open-minded. Like, there
Yes.
are some girls that are like, I'm so for, like, being open. I
Yes.
just don't know how to get there.
Oh,
and
for
that,
sure.
I'm like,
and
let's
these girlies
fucking
are
go.
fun.
Yeah.
I love those
I
girls.
totally agree. I know I've listened to other podcasts that talk about this kind of stuff, and there will be people that write in that are like, I'm still a virgin and I'm 27. I want to fuck, but I'm
Help
like,
me.
I'm nervous. I'm shy. I'm
Yeah.
socially awkward, whatever it is, but I want to lay pipe still.
Opening
so
up
girlies,
a girl
we
to lay
got
pipe
you.
is the funnest.
Yeah, you got to lay pipe, girlies.
The other thing I wanted to mention is that once you get in a relationship,
Ew.
sex is boring.
It can get a little stale.
No matter how great the sex is in the beginning, guys, 6 months in, that shit is
6 months
kind
in.
of boring.
There's only so much that you can do with a penis.
When
With the
it's
same
the same
penis.
penis and the same vagina and you're the same people, nobody's trying anything new. And even if you do, it's like a thing, you know? It's so much more exciting when a stranger
Yeah.
does something new with you than
Yeah.
your fucking boyfriend.
Yeah.
It is. It feels like you're cosplaying a little bit if you
Yes.
do try to spice it up, and you've become so familiar with your partner that
You know it's out of the norm.
You're like, they're
you
cheating
know
on
they're
me.
doing a thing.
no, Allie.
No,
Oh,
Allie.
trauma dump. Ah.
You're like, where'd you learn that, babe?
I'm like, who
is she?
done that before? Who is she?
But yeah, like as fucking random guys, I've had so many interesting surprises that I just would have never had if I stayed with one guy my whole life.
Yeah.
Where, like, for example, like I've had oral where I came 3 times.
Yeah.
I would never, like, with my first boyfriend, and no shade to him, he was young. Like, I'm sure he's figured it out. But, like,
Right.
it never would have happened
Yeah.
because we're the same people. Like, nobody would have tried anything
Or your
new.
unsolicited squirt, which, by the way, we did have a listener write in and say she too just experienced an unsolicited squirt and shouted out that episode where Ed gave you that unsolicited squirt moment.
It
so
wasn't Ed.
yeah, it was Ed from Wojis.
No, Ed didn't make me squirt.
Oh,
Oh my
Why are you
god!
spreading rumors?
Don't give Ed that much clout.
Yeah,
my
fuck you,
bad.
Ed.
Squirter.
Ed's
lost
just
my
not a big
Wojis the other
dick.
night. Thought maybe you'd be in there.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about, reasons to be a good slut, you will learn new skills, ladies.
Yeah. How do you think Allie is world famous with her blowjob skills?
You know, I know you wrote down this point on your little post-it note over there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so good.
Were you-
Because I was born like that. Like, I was born good.
Your
You're
first
saying you were
experience,
just
you were
good.
just freaking twisty turny,
Fucking unbelievable. I
slobbing
do
on
think
and off.
porn had a lot to do with it. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so you at least, even
Did
though
you
you're
watch
a
a lot of
little
porn?
sweet virgin girly, you watched porn.
When I was young, yeah, I wasn't
I
good.
didn't know
Yeah.
that.
But I will say, maybe it's just because of my ego of men pretending that it was good or
No.
telling me it was good that I would then try new things.
She's
and
a
maybe
giver.
that's what.
I
know
promise
what
you, as a lazy head giver,
Mm-hmm.
not all men are like super complimentary.
Here's my theory. I think people whose love language is acts of service are a little bit naturally better because they're trying to please you. Talking to you,
probably
piece
true.
of shit. Shout out.
Damn. Or he was a big hoe.
Both.
Nice.
Both. He
High
was
five,
a
piece of
big
shit.
hoe.
Guys, girls and guys gotta hoe it up, or else you're oral, especially. You're never gonna figure that shit out if you don't
Seriously.
hoe it up.
If you're not hoeing it, don't go down on me. That's where I'm at.
Oh my God.
1000%.
That reminds me of the virgin I took. He like wanted to go down on me.
What are you, a Dementor?
Yeah, the one that I was like, oh, we've got to solve this problem
Let me
right
take
now.
your
I
soul.
need
Did
to
he
take
try to
your
go down on
virginity.
you?
He did, and I was like, you know what? This is just part of the experience. Was he good? No, but I was like, he's got to get started somewhere. May as well be
you
me.
gave him a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sweet.
And like I didn't even know how to like we did our whole tips for being on top episode. Like had I never slutted it up, I would not know how to be on top.
Oh my God. Going back to my first like boyfriend where I was having consistent sex, being on top, I'm looking back at it now.
Oh my God.
Guys,
No.
he must have been so sad.
I feel like I'm still bad at it. I actually want to make at one point
I think I was just writhing around on it.
Same.
on contraire, which I feel like being a slut, I'm so used to my moves that I know work that I do the same thing consistently. And then when I got trapped in my relationship and I couldn't straddle physically the man because of his width size, I couldn't be on top effectively. And so I just assumed like, and maybe this is my people pleaser mentality, but I just assumed poor performance with being on top. And so I wouldn't do it again.
So you got nervous about being on top.
Yeah, so now when I'm on top, I like panic that it's bad and I roll off.
Oh no!
Because I enjoy it.
So now that you're back and slutting it up,
Yeah, now I feel like
she's
I'm trying
back on the
some
horse.
new things. Yeah, I'm on that pommel horse. I'm giving it a ride.
Good.
gotta
Good.
Ally
Figuring
back
it
on
out.
top.
But yeah, I think sluts can have, side effects too.
There is, and I can try to find it for our listeners. There is some Instagram pages that help you with if you're a little bit curvier on how to still be on
She's
top.
looking at
So-
me because that's right. I got some big
Well, I
old
was actually
titties and
talking
a
about
thick
Rave
ass.
Daddy's width. How to straddle that width.
He was
The
a
way
little
I was trying to
curvier.
be like, hey, listener, I got some big old titties and a thick butt. Okay, I don't know if we're ready to make this hard pivot yet, but I actually was going to ask the question, which is, do you think, like how I'm really good at head, that when some man is like really good in bed or really good at oral, or that they've been a hoe, are you like back off? Are you interested in it? Do you not care?
One. Okay, quick pause. I'm interrupting this episode to call you out. Yes, you. You've been listening to 10 minutes for free. You're getting all this premium bad advice, and you haven't even paid the toll. What's the toll? The toll is hitting the fucking follow button. Hit the follow button on our show page, on Spotify, or hit that plus sign on Apple Podcasts. Okay, back to the show. I love it. I love a man with a past hoe life. Like,
Yes.
to me, that's hot. Like, genuinely, if I get married, I would want my husband to have, like, fucked a lot of girls.
Is
I
the
think it's
reason
hot.
because you feel like they've explored their
and they
worth
chose
and then
me.
they chose you?
For
That's
sure.
okay.
They tried everything.
Oh.
They fucking tried all the flavors, and then they
were
went for
like-
me permanently.
They were like,
Hell
I'll
yeah.
keep this whole forever.
You know what the opposite mentality is?
Was that funny?
No, it was your blank stare that followed.
The opposite
guys.
mentality, guys, is men who want, or people who want someone who's a virgin. And what a sad mentality. They're like, I don't want them to have tried anything because this is all I have to offer.
Yeah.
And I cannot have them compare me. That's sad, guys. I love the idea. Compare me. And I win. Hell yeah.
Well, that's your competitive
That's
nature.
awesome.
Nora's feeling very competitive in her slutty
I'm
life.
just saying, like, people who are like, oh, I don't want my person to have been with anyone else, like, that one, so insecure.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
are you
so
that
many
bad?
problems. There's
Are you
so many
that bad in
problems.
bed?
Yeah, I've never run into a man where I've given him more time after he said something like that. So it's really hard for me to imagine even trying to have sex with someone who has that mentality because, one, yes, you're probably bad.
Yeah.
Two, ew.
I see it a lot in comments on Instagram. As you know, I'm a comments
Comment hoe.
girly. But whenever I see a girl post literally anything, I will go straight to the comments. And there's always a man who's like, literally anything makes a girl a slut, according to these men. And there's always a man being like, oh, she went to Dubai. She's a hooker. She's
definitely a
a sex
hooker.
worker. She travels a lot. Whore,
Run through.
I've literally seen one where a girl had like those gold balloons for like their 30th birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, anyone holding those gold balloons, has been ran through.
What a
Okay,
stereotype.
what, have you never been to a party city? What the fuck? Ew.
Everyone with gold balloons is ran through. But like, they really are these guys out there who don't want their women, or they say they don't want their women to have been with anyone else. And I've got a point to make on that. They're wrong.
Okay.
No, obviously.
They're so wrong, and they know it. They're just such little hypocrites, these little incels.
Yeah, virgin who can't drive.
They're the ones that will demand this virginal, sweet, probably Christian girl. And then guess who's cheating on that virginal Christian girl? The guy. This motherfucker who thinks he has the standard for a woman.
And
He's
who are
gonna
they
get
cheating with?
bored.
Let me ask you this, young listener. Have you ever heard of a married man cheating with a virgin?
No.
Who do they cheat with?
Hoes.
Us hoes. So why are they cheating with quote unquote sluts if they're so happy with their virgin? Because they're not. Nobody cheats with an 18-year-old virgin. Facts.
Yeah. You're making me want to create another vow to the public, which is if a man
Because you're so good at your vows.
if I ever am with a man who says something similar to lovers in the past who have been like, oh, I don't want somebody who slept with like a ton of people, I'm going to pretend I'm a virgin and then I'm going to sleep with them so that they feel like they took my virginity, and then I'm going to dead fish it so that they think I've never had sex before and make it the worst sexual experience for them, and then I'm going to ghost them.
I love that idea. Yes, that's a great tip. Whenever you hear a man who says, I want a virgin, or like high body counts are gross, and if you still want to sleep with them, my ask to the Rat Pack girlies is you dead fish on that bed so hard. You do not move a muscle.
You don't even make a sound. Don't even enjoy it.
And then be like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I also want you to cry at the end and be like, I'm so excited that I lost my virginity to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Cry
Yeah.
at the end and be like, I love you.
I'm going to upload pictures to like AI and then be like, make our wedding album. And then I'm going to show them photos.
I love it.
I'm gonna go real crazy,
You're just
girl.
going to go crazy, girl. That's your vow.
Just to circle back on semantics, though, because I was thinking about this when you were saying like high body count. It pisses me off because these men say high body count and they mean literally anything over like 4.
They literally mean 4. Do the math, boys. Do you really want a universe where I have sex once every 4 years?
Or I've been in 4 serious long-term relationships that haven't worked out? Question mark, question mark.
Question mark,
Guys,
question mark.
I'm going to share one of my numbers. Buckle up, listener.
This feels more like Patreon content to me.
When I lived in the Midwest, I was finally starting to have sex with strangers and slutting it up. And I was so curious. All I wanted to do was talk about sex with any of my friends that would listen. I was finally having sex, and I was having sex with different people besides my one boyfriend.
Opens the world.
This guy, I remember one of my guy friends was like, I just don't know many sluts like you.
What was your number?
And I was like, what do you think my number is? He was like, well, the amount you talk about sex, I would guess at least 50. Listener, I was at 7. Because guess what? You can have sex multiple times with the same fucking guy.
dick.
But can you not talk about sex without being a slut?
Yeah, like
Right.
You talk about taking a shit 9 times a day. Does that make you an expert in
Allie,
poop?
where's that going?
yeah, where's she going with that?
I just get mad. I get mad. Like, if you want to come after what I'm talking about, you be better.
It's so crazy to me. And he was shocketh, listener. He was shocketh that I was only at 7. He then admits, I've slept with more people than you.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
No shit.
So you're
7
a slut,
is
bud.
basically 0.
Another bad advice only rule of thumb, 7, basically 0.
Yep.
I've got another point to make, which is that the whole concept of the incels, which is that if a girl has a lot of sex with different people, she is quote unquote used up, or like she's got a gaping hole or whatever dumb shit they say. So let me just follow that logic. When you get married to your virgin, are you going to not have sex often because she will become used up?
I love that point.
Are you going to limit the amount of sex so she can keep that pussy tight? Oh, or does it only matter with other men? And if it does, the only logical conclusion I can make is that every man on earth has a bigger dick than you.
Yep. I knew that. I knew it.
Explain that.
Tiny
Or they've
dick.
never been to a sex ed class. Do they not
Right.
know how a vagina expands?
Guys, have you seen a baby come out? Your dick ain't doing shit.
yeah, like we're good.
Do you know what I like to do? I like to pretend that the little penises are actually being crushed by the tightness of our vagina, and they're getting smaller.
That does happen. I've gotten feedback. The other day, this is crazy.
Guys,
The other day,
let's
I
talk-
sucked in a condom. You had to
whoa.
pull it out.
I was about to say,
Whoa.
let's talk about the ultimate proof that, like, it doesn't affect your vaginal size. Allie,
Is a whole.
her pussy is
Yeah.
so tight.
Shoot darts out that
She
thing.
first of all, they can barely get in. Second of all, she shoots them out when she comes. Like, that girl's been around the block. That pussy tight.
I haven't said one thing.
That pussy tight.
yeah.
She keeps it tweet.
Kegels.
And,
Sponsored by Kegels.
My final point on the incels who say that they don't like hoary girls is if you really want one of them, if you really think that's your person, girlies, which I assure you it's not, but if you want them, just lie.
Oh.
They will never know. No one will ever know how many people you slept
Yeah.
with. Fucking lie to them.
I lie all the time, mostly because I don't remember what my number is.
The rule of thumb I've always heard is if a guy tells you his body count, divide it by 2. If a woman tells you her body count, multiply it by 2.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, because you fucking men think that we're
They
run
think-
through if we have 7 sexual partners.
The fact that body count conversations are a thing is crazy to me.
Oh my gosh. That's where I want to wrap. If you run into a man that even
that
mentions
even asks your body count.
body count, the word body count, first of all, isn't
Ew.
that like
Murder?
murder? So, ew, gross. Just walk away.
Yeah.
Just run.
Red for
Unless he's bringing it up in like a he likes it kind of way, because I've met those. Because there's plenty of those men who like genuinely like sluts, and they are open about it, and
Yeah.
are like, yeah, like how many people have you been with? Fuck yeah, that's hot.
People all the time ask piece of shit if it's weird that I talk about sex on the podcast, and he's like, no, Tara has a life and a history.
Yeah, she's a grown up.
That's the shit that
She-
pisses me
thank
off about.
God.
Yeah, like
She had sex before me.
Yeah,
people that listen to it that might not like talk about it publicly. One, why not? Two, like it's 2025. Why is everybody so like, oh, you can't say this on record? Like,
Yeah.
I'm on
it's
record.
it's a body experience that I have. If you don't want to listen to it, then don't. But like, it's not a fireable or crucifiable offense.
Also,
Leave me alone.
sex is natural. It's a natural bodily function. Imagine if you were disgusted by someone's sneeze count, poop count, pee count. Huh? These are just bodily fucking things that people do as grown-ups.
Agreed.
What? Who cares?
It's for your mental health, rats. Be a slut.
Yeah, get that nut. Get out there.
Be a slut. Get that nut.
Be a slut. Get that nut. We will see you next week, rats.
Bye, rats.
Love you, rats.
As always, thanks for listening. If you're interested in even more bad advice, scurry on over to Instagram and TikTok at BadAdviceOnlyNYC. We're begging you. Download and rate the show and leave us a review. Talk to you next Monday. Stay tuned, rats.